was that we were listening to?
That was the theme song, I thought. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
me too. I was like,
the
what
Yeah,
other
what we
hood.
listening?
yeah, I
yeah,
heard it.
Sounds like a spaghetti western.
it
Yeah,
was
Yeah.
muted at first. You had to unmute it for some reason.
yeah, I heard a whole lot of
I
whispering.
heard
But
it
what?
all.
I didn't hear anything. I heard nothing. It says your browser failed to play the video clip.
It
Oh,
didn't.
Okay, so
And
how?
right now, and on my browser, and right now, I see no. My screen is completely black.
yeah, I'm
So,
not sure what's happening, but yeah,
but you're
we
okay.
did, we did hear the theme, and
I can
we heard
see
you talking about
everybody.
not hearing the theme too. We heard
Okay,
all.
cool. I have no idea why my browser failed to play the video clip. So there we go. Well, thank you all for joining us here on this lovely October 5th, 2025 edition of the Discussions from the Other Hood. We're here today with the Blerdsassins Next Door. We have, let's see, I have to look along the bottom since I have a giant black screen with nothing on it. James, Sonia, Otto, Cranston, and Nikki. And today we're going to be discussing uh, how Halloween has become the year's feel good holiday. And before we get started, and I have no idea who's top center, maybe you all do.
It's James.
All right, James, top center. Why don't you tell us about your weather?
Okay. Right now it's 82 degrees. Why? I don't know. I'm tired of the heat. And according to the weather report, temperatures are gonna plummet later on. And to StreamYard, get it together, baby.
What is it going to plummet to?
I don't know. I'll find out whenever we land. Hit, you know, hit
What?
the ground.
All right, very cool. How about you, Sonia? How's your weather?
We're about the same, only we're hotter than James. It's 80. It's supposed to get up to 85 today. Yeah, summer came back. Um, and which
It's
means
just
it's gonna get real cold. But right
it's
now, after we
mhm.
finish this, I'm gonna go outside, take a glass of lemonade or something, and just enjoy the heat while I can.
You know, I
And
was going to ask you what
Sonya
you.
says hotter than James. I want to make sure
Mhm.
that everybody knows that.
I wanted to ask you, Sonia. Didn't you finish your move like last week?
No, we finished our move about a while ago, but we still having problems with the mail. It turns out that the new people who moved into the house have the same last name as my roommate, so we
Oh
have to get
no!
all that mail straightened out.
Wow. Okay. I hope you get that because that's a mess. That can be a mess.
Right.
All right. Well, Otto, you next. Weather.
The weather is like everyone else, except I have a $200. I pay $200 less in electricity bill, so it's good weather.
Even
Why?
with me running the air conditioner the way I'm running it.
That's right. I paid $200 less than I paid last month, so the weather is good.
Oh, okay.
And we're proud of you for making
Thank
the
you.
weather better.
Yeah.
Wonderful. How about you, Cranston?
Well, we're heading into the home stretch of the hurricane season, and so far, most of them have avoided. Well, all of them have avoided the mainland. So we're doing pretty good. The temperature right now is rainy, with about in the upper 80s. So it's okay. We do have some people complaining about waiting for the trees to change colors, and it says, "Hey, you're in Florida. It doesn't happen." So
Exactly.
I'm tired of
And how
Florida.
about yeah? How about you, Nikki? How are you enjoying the Texas weather?
It's nice. It gets hot sometimes, but I'm surviving.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes
Yeah, it does.
live in a frying pan. Live in a frying pan.
Mhm. All right. For those of us who live in the frying pan and elsewhere,
It's
we're going
all
to talk
sizzling.
about how Halloween is becoming the year's feel-good holiday. I
Actually,
mean,
Penelope, the
hmm
the the title of this show is supposed to be Halloween's a New Christmas. That's what I wanted to say.
I know you wanted to say that, but
So
Why
do
am
you
I
have to
afraid?
interrupt her to say that?
yeah, I know you
Why am
wanted
I
to say that
afraid?
Halloween's into Christmas, but the problem with saying that is that some people get, oh, cray cray about that. So, Yeah,
afraid.
you're right.
Why be
You're right.
afraid?
Okay, yeah. So Halloween the new Christmas. Okay, but that's just a feel good holiday, and I think it's we like to talk about this, and we've said it before, I believe here. The fact is that in Christmas, in order to get gifts and stuff, you have to be good. But Halloween, all you gotta do is show up at somebody's house and ask for it. You know, it's a much better feel good holiday than having to work all year. I mean, all year to do well, and
Just for
then like
one
this
day.
right, and this whole this thing. If by chance something bad happens, like right close to Christmas, then they use that to erase all of your good stuff that you did all year.
Yep.
Well, the
So
thing that surprised me was that I remember, and I'm probably sure everybody remembers a few years ago that Halloween got a very bad rap. That and this is the thing where this was before people you had to fact check everything, and the original holiday that Halloween drive from was called Samhain, but somehow people had turned that into Halloween was invented by a man named Sam Hain, and so on.
Oh my
And
God.
you're
it
kidding.
was, I'm serious, that was a big thing. Well, this, hey, South, and Florida. So,
Wait,
and
wait,
a
wait a minute.
lot
You
of
say
people, they were telling people don't take your kids out and this, that, and the other.
Oh,
And that was the rise of the trunk or treat, which a lot of churches sponsored, where you would park cars out and they would have people, kids come around and go from car to car to get things. And I always thought, well, telling your kids to go to other people's cars to get candy is not a really safe message, but hey, they went with it. But then this year, for some reason, and at least here, they had Halloween stuff out with back to school stuff.
Wait a minute. Wait. So it was invented by Sam Haynes.
Right, Sam Hain. They never did say where Sam Hain was, is, or where he was, but that was the name of the person who invented Halloween.
So the same person that invented underwear, I guess, Hanes underwear.
No, that
What
was his.
the? I hate to sound like Vince Lombardi, but what the hell is going on here? Who comes up with this this stuff? It's oh my goodness.
If you put it online and you have a minimum of typographical errors and the language sounds fairly close to a more than functional command of English, people will believe it. They don't check anything else.
Okay, because correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't it start off basically as like a pagan celebration? Then it was co-opted by the church, and isn't it being co-opted by the church? Isn't Halloween connected to All Saints Day?
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
But because it's the Catholic Church and everything, because I remember there's a big Baptist church here, and they would have in the Catholic Church would have people go out in a section of town that was heavily Southern Baptist, and they would knock on the door and they would say, "Well, we're from the Catholic Church down the street," and then the people whose doors they knocked on would smile comfortably and says, "Well, we're Christians."
And
See, this is the problem when you get a certain segment of the population in this country that just believes everything but facts, and they try to twist and turn stuff. That's why we had the remember the war on Christmas.
Hmm.
that's right.
You know,
Exactly. Exactly.
this
And
is
that's why Halloween's a new Christmas because there. I mean, you remember we were growing up. There was no war on Christmas. It wasn't politicized or anything like that. Not anymore. But Halloween is. I mean, Halloween is not, to my knowledge, does it have all the baggage that Christmas had?
well,
Well,
no.
this is this is how
Remember,
far.
that's what I remember back we first moved here that they wouldn't call it Halloween. Remember that? Was it Niwala?
They
Which is the
tried.
opposite spelling of
Oh,
Halloween.
They tried. They tried.
oh
If you
my
watch,
Not
goodness.
watch
kidding.
if you watch,
No,
Not
no,
kidding.
no, no. You're
I
making
don't
that up.
remember that.
Not
That's
kidding.
if you watch,
crazy.
if you watch,
Yes.
if you watch King of the Hill, you'll see
Hmm.
that. That's you'll
Yes,
see.
Niwala.
Yep, that's what they called it. That's what they called it. But that fit. They failed. They failed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But this is how far Halloween has come. I was going
Oh
through
my
one of the
goodness.
neighborhoods here, and somebody had, and this was last week, their entire yard. And it made me think of you guys in Dallas, because they had their entire yard was a full Halloween display. I mean, from corner to corner,
Yeah.
pumpkins, skeletons, all of this stuff. And I'm saying, what month is this again? So this
Yeah.
was beginning of October.
No,
They'd gone
it's
full
September.
Halloween.
It's the end of
No,
September.
well, see, one thing I do know is that Halloween. First of all, it's I think maybe after Christmas it generates the most money when it comes to buying holiday stuff. You know, so it's kind of like it started from, okay, it was just that day, the 31st, but now it's like a month long thing.
I know.
Because you have, which to me that's fine. I don't have a problem with that because I what was it? What is it? AMC, they would show horror movies nonstop throughout the month. So I'm cool with that.
Yeah, it
Because
works for me too.
yeah, it works for me. Because I actually used to work. I think I told you guys before. I worked with a guy, and other people on the job told me that he lived in New Jersey. This Italian guy, and if you stepped in his house, he had his living room and Christmas decorations up all year long. He was that crazy about Christmas. But I prefer Halloween because Christmas was such a drag for me because you gotta find people to write presents and
Yeah, it is. It's
you
such a
know
problem.
and
And the thing
yeah,
is, what Christmas has become, it makes Thanksgiving a speed bump, basically.
yeah,
People don't even pay attention to Thanksgiving anymore.
nah, nah, they don't like you said, it's a speed bump. I mean, when you look at it, right after the 31st of October, that's when people get into the whole Christmas thing. So again, like you said, it's Thanksgiving is like a speed bump. Nobody really celebrated too much except for the football and food.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Actually in New York, real quick, actually in New York, back in the 1920s and 30s, people were trying to make Thanksgiving into almost like Halloween because for a while it was called Ragamuffin Day, and kids used to dress up like bums and hobos and vagrants and go knock on your door and
Now they do that now. It's not even
nah nah they don't do that anymore 'cause it kind of fell out of favor like a lot of other holidays that people used to
No, no. Now you
celebrate
got
in New York.
now you got real bums and ragamuffins and knocking on your door.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
I
remember that
mean,
used to be how Christmas was too.
yeah,
You
you
could knock
know,
on your door, and what's the song? They would
Stone
come knock,
cake.
or they come to your house and ask you for money
We
and
wish you
food.
a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, yeah. Bring me some figgy pudding and bring it right here. We're gonna go into and get some. Yeah, that's a thing. They meant
yeah.
that. They come to your house. If you don't feed them, they're gonna beat your ass.
Well, with Ragamuffin Day, they would get the most naive kid out the bunch, and heaven forbid if the child had suspenders, because they would find a way to hook up the naive kid out the bunch to the door and
Oh
bang on
my
the door and
goodness.
run.
Well, that doesn't
And when
sound
you
good.
open the door, there's a little kid attached to your door.
That
So
does
It's
not sound good.
what's not to like about a holiday like
Yeah, no
that?
joke, man.
And you know the thing is about Halloween and Christmas is Halloween is a new Christmas because you don't have to pretend like you like people or nothing. It's
Uh
you know
huh.
all of these. You don't have to do all that other stuff like peace and love to all. You can ignore all of that stuff
And
and
still
just
get
celebrate.
candy.
Yeah,
yeah,
That sounds
yeah,
right. That sounds right to me.
yeah.
yeah.
And again, I prefer Halloween not just because that's the genre that I write in, but it's a comfort
Mm-hmm.
holiday for me. Cause like I said, listen, after I get finished with you guys and go offline, I'm gonna go pull out my DVDs and have a regular horror fest.
All right. Look
You
at you.
know,
Yes, great.
and me being the king of the bees.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. Okay. So it's good for me, and it
Every good
doesn't.
Halloween
It,
people.
yeah, pretty much. People that are into horror, is 365 days.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Um.
but October, as soon as the clock turns, I mean, the calendar turns to like September 25th. That's what I've seen. Because
Yeah.
I've been
Mm-hmm.
to stores that September 25th, I've started seeing witches and goblins and Halloween costumes,
Yeah. Because it's
yards, you
become
know, with
a
the
money
10-foot
maker.
tall skeletons and all that.
Yeah. It's
That starts
become a money
early.
maker.
Well,
Yeah.
one of the amusement parks had their Halloween stuff out from August 29th because they announced it that at Dragon Con we could go straight down to, I think it's Universal, and start celebrating Halloween now or then back on August 29th. So yeah, they start early.
Yeah. I mean, you can. They have accessories where you can decorate your Christmas tree into a Halloween tree. You know, I'm good. Like I said, I'm good with it. I don't have a problem with that. Them starting October 1st. Because again, like you said, Otto, you don't have that burden because Christmas people talk about peace and love and goodwill to all men. Why is that just for one day?
That's all you can stand.
So yeah, I'm more of a Halloween person these days. Really am. Halloween and I guess Thanksgiving and maybe Easter, you know. But and see another thing about Halloween is you have some really good Halloween stories. Growing up, trick or treating. Um I can remember I can remember one Halloween where my brother scared me and my cousin, for lack of a better word, shitless. Are we still on?
Yeah, I think
Oh
Yeah.
no, well, what it
we're all
was?
with. Oh, we lost two.
Yeah, well,
Last three.
what it was one Halloween. I remember this clearly. I had got um a costume as a vampire, and my cousin had a ugly costume as a alien, I guess, because it had like a bulbous head. Um, oh my God, what was the name of the companies that used to make the Halloween outfits? Was it Colony? I think it was maybe Colony or maybe Ben Cooper or something like that. But my brother he had got a rubber werewolf mask. And so we're trick or treating through the projects. So we decided to go across the street to across Harrod Avenue to a private house, a two-story private house. So walk along there, my brother quickly came up with this story that a witch lived in the house and she would eat little kids, blah blah blah. And so we go in there, it's quiet, and now he's done hyped us up so much with this witch story that we go to walk up the stairs to the second floor. And why was it that somebody slowly opened the door and the door creaked? Oh my goodness.
Because it could.
Yeah, you know, but between him hyping us up and the door creaking, and I really think it was just a person that's trying to see who the hell is, coming into a house or whatnot. I didn't even get to see who the person was. I did not see. We ran out of that place so fast.
Mhm.
I don't know who was at the top of the stairs.
And that's a good Halloween memory.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, you got to be scared at some point. That's what makes it fun. Then I remember a really funny story. It didn't have to do with people getting scared. Was in New York, they kind of changed it where people don't go door to door. People go from store to store. Okay, and the store owners will put out candy and give out candy. So that year, what was it? My son, my oldest son, because he's thin, he went as an anorexic Superman. And my daughter, oh, she was so cute because she went as a little pumpkin, you know. And my youngest son, he went as Sting, the wrestler. This is his first outing. So we go to the store and we go in the Caribbean restaurant. The owner of the restaurant, he's handing out candy, and he puts candy in my youngest son's bag. And then my youngest son Barry, he reaches in the bag and hands the owner candy. and, and the owner was like, "No, no, this is your day. This is your day." But I just thought it was so cute, that
He was sharing.
he was sharing.
Oh,
Yeah,
you taught him well.
yeah, and see, it's things like that. It's not just the scaring and all of that, but because listen, Halloween could be a problem too. Because for a while in New York, you had kids snatching each other's bags of candy.
Mhm.
Man. But yeah, it's just my time of the year. Plus, it's my favorite colors, orange and black.
I thought your favorite colors were orange and blue for the New York Knicks colors.
Yeah, blue too. Those three
Okay,
colors.
all right, all right.
Yeah, that's why I'm also kind of partial to. Besides the Mets and the Knicks, I'm also
Mhm.
kind of partial to the San Francisco Giants.
Okay, good for
Yeah,
you.
yeah, good for me.
All
I
right,
hope
some of us, we have been getting knocked out. The Otto was backstage and couldn't get back in because I could not get it on at all. I was like knocked out completely and had to reboot my system. But I'm back now.
no, well, we held it down.
I
I
know you did.
told a Halloween story about my brother and my cousin.
What is your Halloween story? Again, for those
Oh
who didn't hear it in the back row.
no, okay. Well, pay attention next time, because
Yes,
if you
yes.
pay attention, you'll fail this class, and you'll take it again and
Oh
again and
no!
again. Okay. No, like I was telling Cranston and Sonia, was the time that my brother took me and my cousin David trick or treating, and we was trick or treating through the projects, and then we went across the street to a private house, and in the course of us going there, my brother hyped us up with the story that the house was owned by a witch.
Oh my goodness.
And we went in the house, and like it was quiet, and we went up the
Mhm.
stairs,
Mhm.
and just as we were walking up the stairs, a door creaked open, and like I was telling them, we didn't even have time to see who the person was coming out the door. Just the fact that the door was creaking like a haunted house.
Yep.
And it was funny because my brother, he's the one that hyped us up about it, and he was like probably the first one out the door.
See, he got himself scared. He
Yeah,
talked about so much he frightened himself.
yeah, because he was running around wearing a rubber werewolf mask, and I was
Hmm.
dressed as Dracula, and my cousin was dressed as an alien, some
Hmm.
big. The mask was like a big bulbous head with veins and pointed ear. Now let me ask you this: do you remember the main company that used to make the house? Was it Ben Cooper?
Yeah, Ben. I just looked up. Ben Cooper became the largest manufacturer in the United States.
When?
Ah,
When did that
If
happen?
that was the question on Final Jeopardy, you could ask me that 100 times and I would get it wrong 100 times. No
When?
and
idea.
I hear you. I just know that the name Ben Cooper.
Yeah, when he said the name Ben Cooper, I looked it up
When
Yeah,
did that?
it just stuck in my head because I can actually remember one year going as Huckleberry Hound.
because
What year?
yeah, I didn't.
When did that happen? Did it become the number one?
Huh?
What year did it become number one?
It just said privately held, primarily from the late 1930s to the late 1980s.
Because
Wow.
I gotta tell you,
Famous for its inexpensive mask and smock outfits, which featured popular movie, TV, comic book characters like Disney's and Star Wars.
Oh my
okay,
gosh, I remember those things.
I can remember putting on a mask.
Hmm.
I mean, number one, let's just get back to the topic. The thing is, putting on costumes is
Hmm.
another reason why Halloween is a new Christmas. It's better than Christmas, okay? And then the thing is, putting on those masks with the little nose holes and mouth, you know, and I remember being Captain America, and I
Hmm.
remember I was I was Superman, and I was also Frankenstein,
Yeah.
and I could barely breathe. Even Frankenstein couldn't freaking breathe out of that thing. The
Yeah,
little
because
nose.
those little slits they have, for your
And
nose.
the flammable smock type stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
one match near you and you were in
Yeah, you get
trouble.
the feeling that they weren't really modeled on like children models. Like, "Well, stand here, kid, and let's see how this fits." And,
but
okay, that's
Yeah,
close
okay,
enough.
that's good enough.
the big
Good enough.
question was,
Mhm.
should I wear clothes under this, or should I put it on
Oh
top?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That was a, you
no,
know,
go naked.
Yeah,
just your
should I
underwear's
put
on,
on
or
my clothes, or
but no,
should
no.
I
You
have
know what? It's like there's those of us who didn't realize, like you had. I knew kids when I was in school who had real costumes. Like somebody sewed, made their costumes, and then those of us who had those cheap costumes like that.
Ben
Or
Cooper?
yeah, or like the costumes that like my aunt used to dress us for Halloween, and so we would always be wearing like some form of her clothes, looking very very cool. Since she always, she was like a real fashionista, and so we had the wigs, the shoes, everything, because that's how she dressed. But then we had to wear those Ben Cooper things, and those things were just like okay, like here's a smock and the mask. And then, if you were thinking, okay, am I supposed to be like when I wear something from my aunt? Like of course, you just have your underwear, and then you have the clothing on top of it.
Yeah, those things are
You, just,
thin.
you realize these are not really clothes,
Yeah,
y'all.
they're
These are
really thin, man.
these are not clothes. These are just some like an apron, basically. It's just a very long apron for you to wear.
Well,
Yeah,
you also had some kids that either because it was too close
Hmm.
to Halloween to get a costume, or their parents didn't have the money.
Hmm.
The fallback was just to go into the 5 and 10 and get the makeup kit.
Yeah.
yeah, those kids were looked down upon.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, those people who do the makeup, the ones who could really do it, they were good. But there were some of us That wasn't
Yeah.
helping us.
Most kids.
Oh
are just-
well. Let me tell you. When I got to be in my early 20s, I think I told you guys this before. Um, we were going to a Halloween party, and my brother, being the artist that he was, it was four of us, and he did the makeup, and we stepped through that door, that party. We all looked like Kiss.
Wow, look at y'all.
Yeah, we all look like Kiss, and
So who were you, Ace Frehley or
I was the cat.
Peter
I was
Chris? Peter
Peter
Chris.
Chris. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, at the start of the party, I was Peter Chris, but then as the time went on, I got my drink on, and I remember falling asleep, and then when I woke up, because when you sleep, you're scratching your nose, maybe.
Yep.
And
Yep.
yeah, I did not look like Kiss anymore.
No, it's like you're lucky not to have a penis on your face when you wake up.
You know.
So drawing on you. Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is that that's another thing about Halloween being so good is because you get to not only it migrates. It's like Christmas becomes a thing like for kids, like anticipatory thing.
Mhm.
But Halloween, not only for kids, but you get to go to Halloween parties and stuff and still
Right.
dress up.
Yeah, as
Which is
adults,
so great. Yeah, that makes it so great. And you get to be the sexy nurse and the sexy zombie, and sex plays a large part in Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Apparently that's become a thing.
Sex plays
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
morphs
but
to that. And there's
yeah,
no,
but
there's no sex in Christmas.
yeah, there are very few things that you can get away with as adults to
Sexy
get out
Santa,
and get your freak on and stuff. That
yeah, a
and,
sexy Jesus, or something. What is?
okay. I don't think they do that. I haven't
Oh
seen
my
that one
God.
before,
Nobody
but
does that.
okay.
Nobody.
No.
Plus, in Halloween, there's no main like figure, that people have to
Right,
say,
right.
"Yeah, you're disrespecting Saint Halloween. You're doing,
Saint
you
Jack o'
know,
Lantern, you
yeah,
know?
you messing with It's like it's become politically almost bulletproof over the years. It took the people who are like the what you call it, the unhappy people, the people who have find fault in everything. They took their best shot, I
Yeah,
think, at
I think so
Halloween.
too. And when people found out they could make money off of it, they said, "Shut up."
Yeah. Yeah. That's why it's the second most money generating holiday in the country.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
the
know.
thing
I
is,
think
if you think about it,
Valentine's Day and Mother's Day might be somewhere up there too.
I don't think
Oh,
so because Valentine's Day, what you're doing is presupposing that everyone has a Valentine, and many people do not.
Yeah, yeah, I
You
know.
know, so
And the other thing
that's
is,
yeah,
yeah,
I think Valentine's Day is maybe in the top five, top 10, but
uh
it just can't compete
the
with
Halloween.
Halloween. It
The
because
just
thing
it just
anybody
can't.
can do Halloween. Anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody can. And the thing is, you approach Valentine's Day, to me at least. Certain people approach it with a thing of dread. It's like,
hmm Oh
I
man, I'm not going to be
get a
able to get
last
my
minute.
boyfriend or
I gotta get a last minute.
girlfriend
Right.
that
Every,
thing. I've,
right. Every
I've
kiss begins with kiss. Yes. Oh man.
Yeah, and I failed and refused to
Right.
set what you call it, a reservation for
Right.
that particular restaurant, and now the
Right.
person's gonna be all up my back
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
the fact that we didn't get to go because you didn't prepare
I
and la la
know.
la. Oh my gosh, that's too much stress. Too much
Yeah. Give me
stress.
Halloween, man.
Yeah, just
Yeah, well
that candy. Everybody's happy.
that's
Right.
what it is. That's what it is. Is Halloween is stress free.
Yeah.
Because I know from my past experiences with Valentine's Day,
hmm
nah, Valentine's Day is cooked. It's done for me. I
Yeah.
can't.
You know what? You know what? If you mess up Valentine's Day, it
That could
lingers.
F you up for the rest of the year
Lingers. Yeah.
because it
You
happens
gotta
early in
remember
the
the
year.
Valentine's
And
Day.
then for the rest of the year,
You
it's like
got me.
and it's not just, oh, I don't have my Valentine, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, whatever the heck it is that you got. But then it's like, oh, so you didn't send your mother flowers for Valentine's Day?
Oh yeah. It's like what the hell?
I mean, I said, wait a minute, wait. And then,
When am I supposed to become a Valentine?
yeah. I mean,
What's going on?
that's what happens. It's like then all these other
It's
people
like all the extra
jump
people.
in, yeah, on the Valentine thing, and you have to be buying stuff for all these people.
All
And
the
oh,
extra
so and
people.
so,
They said, what the hell's going
uh,
on? They said,
I
didn't I buy you
saw,
something for Mother's I'm gonna buy you something for Mother's Day and Valentine's?
and then they say, oh, well, I saw that you sent Aunt Denise,
Yeah.
something for Valentine's Day. I certainly didn't get anything,
Listen,
you know.
listen, Halloween.
Oh
Guilt,
man.
Halloween is a guilt-free experience. Okay, I
It
don't
sure
have to.
is. You know
I
why?
don't have to
Because you
remember
can
to send
send
out no
anybody
text.
anything.
I don't have to
It's
send out
either
no text message saying happy. I don't
right,
have to do none of that.
and it's like either they come to your house and get the candy or not,
Or they
because you don't have to
don't.
send anybody any
Yeah,
Halloween gift.
I
Come
get to
get it
eat the
or
candy.
not.
Mhm.
I get to eat the candy that the kids didn't get.
Right. But then also that you don't forget anyone because the only way anybody gets the candy is if they come to your house to get it. So
That's
you
right.
don't have to worry that I forgot about this one, that one, the other one. Say, look, candy was at the house.
That's
You
right.
know? And all you had to do is come here and get some,
That's
and
right.
enjoy
Yeah,
as much
Then,
as you want.
so it's on you if you don't get anything.
That's
right.
right. We
I'm
shift the
telling y'all.
responsibility
I
of
work for
getting
business.
this
I work for
Unless
free.
your
business.
birthday happens to be on Halloween.
Yeah, but
I,
you're just giving them stuff for their birthday, not for Halloween. So if
that's
they
right.
don't show up,
Depends on the
it's fine.
person. Yeah.
It doesn't now, but I mean, somebody's birthday is on Christmas or somebody's birthday. Of course, I would give them a Christmas gift and Halloween, a Christmas birthday gift. But if your, birthday is not on Halloween, then you got to come to my house
That's right.
and get
Like
your
everybody
candy like
else.
everybody else.
And then I got to ask you the question: Who are you?
Who are you supposed to be,
Who are
little
you?
man?
Who are you supposed to be?
No, really, who are you supposed to be? I don't know.
No, I don't know
I
who
have to
you
figure
are.
this out. I have no
Yeah,
idea
right.
what this costume
I'm
is,
a
man.
pirate. Okay, here you go.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a candy bar.
Yeah, there we go. There you go. See,
Yeah,
easy
Trick or treat.
peasy.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Well,
then
well,
and
well,
then it stopped. And then it stopped in the middle. It's like it ends like at when it gets like really dark. You can end it like 9 o'clock.
Yep.
Christmas got this thing where it goes on Christmas Eve and all this and a stupid Jimmy Stewart movie.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, see here in New York, as the times change, the routine for Halloween changes, because actually they didn't. They used to kids used to go out and knock on doors, but then for a while, I guess in the 30s and 40s, it had stopped
Hmm.
where kids would just go to Halloween parties. Then it started back up again with the door to door.
Yeah, yeah.
But by the time my kids came of age, like I was telling Cranston and Sonia, it it's a thing now in New York where you go from instead of door to door, you
Hmm.
go store to store.
See, they did that when we first got here. You go to
Hmm.
the mall, and the mall stores people could go trick or treating in the mall. And I got to tell you that I think we did that, what, 2 years when our kids were young, and I had enough of that. And then I started doing Halloween parties.
Yeah, that was the worst.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then in our neighborhood, I think we were the first people in our neighborhood to do the Halloween thing. Where we did the yard. We put up back then we had what kind of systems we have a Kenwood with the two pillars. So we put the Kenwood pillars in the front window and
Free
played our spooky music and stuff out the front windows. Of course,
Thriller, all
we had
that.
Thriller stuff. We had no trick or
You try to
treaters.
do
Okay,
you try to do that with
no trick
Christmas.
or treaters, but we did it. And then what we did was it took after a couple of years, we took over our neighborhood associations thing for Halloween because we're like the children here do not know what Halloween is. We didn't know that until my housekeeper was telling us that
What?
they didn't do Halloween because
They do
a lot of
Halloween.
but a
Yeah.
lot of these
It's
population here
always
is
it's like
high. Yeah. Hmm.
it's like witches and it's worshiping Satan.
I said no, it's Halloween, and I said we're going to do this thing, and so we started. I went to the neighborhood association. I said we are going to do a Halloween thing at the tennis courts. And so we got all the decorations. I mean, nobody helped us really. I mean, We got all the decorations. We decorated the tennis courts, the park, near our house. We got the hay bales and stuff out there. This the what do you call it, the fog machine and the blow up things to put out there and the candy and everything. Little
Right.
bags of candy for the kids' neighborhood. And then because we knew that nobody really knew what it was, we had to walk the neighborhood and give handouts. Go to all the elementary schools and middle schools in our community and give handouts and have them to say do it on the announcements to let children know that we're doing a Halloween thing at the park. And we did. The people showed up, pretty good amount. The next year, a whole bunch of people showed up, and then the following year, I think that's when the people neighborhood association they decided they wanted to grab it from us because we've been doing it now, so they said they wanted to do it. But I said fine, do your thing. But by then, people around the lake, which is where the tennis courts are, they started doing their houses, putting their houses together for the holiday. And people all up and down our street were all in competition, putting our stuff together. So we were like the first people over here to do the Halloween stuff. And now it's like everybody does it. It's a
But
big.
also with Halloween, the
Hmm.
stories are better. The movies are better to me because
Hmm.
you always get the same stupid Hallmark movies. She was a city girl who had a career, had no time for love. But then
Hmm.
she moved into she had to do a story in a small town, and she basically left her career to fall in love with a small town guy.
In Santa Claus Town.
Oh
Yeah,
Lord.
Hallmark,
Yes. Yeah.
the Hallmark story of Christmas, whatever sexuality or something. I don't know.
Yes.
And see, that's the magic of Halloween, because you have the different genres of horror.
Hmm. Hmm.
You could go classic with
Yeah,
Universal. You could
Hmm.
go John Carpenter style.
Mm.
Okay, you
You could
can.
go Nightmare Before Christmas, which is like one of my all-time favorites.
yeah.
And the merging
You could
between,
go. You could
Halloween
go.
and Christmas. How great that is.
You could go Sixth Sense horror.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You could go Texas Chainsaw. It's such a wide range, of stuff, and how many versions of Christmas Carol are we gonna get? Everything from the Odd Couple to Mr. Magoo. Come on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a tradition with me is to watch the original 13 Ghosts. You know,
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's
yeah,
that's a holiday tradition for me.
Uh-huh.
And again, you don't have the the heaviness, as Rodney Dangerfield would say, the
Yeah.
heaviness of of Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Because
The
God,
expectations, they were
yeah,
expecting something of you. And you
yeah. I
expecting stuff of
mean,
yourself.
God bless them. I love my father. I love George. But shopping for him for Christmas, it was just, you would get PTS with that. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
A chore. These things that are a chore.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey, Dad, here's a Hershey bar. Done.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. All finished. And you know what? A Hershey bar and it's full size.
Yeah,
Ooh.
full size Hershey bar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who complains about the candy they get on Halloween?
Only
You
me, but when they give me Three Musketeers, I'm like, where am I supposed to do with this? Three
Or you
Musketeers,
go
I
to
can't.
or you go to a dentist's house and they give you a toothbrush and
Oh
some
my gosh! Remember,
candy flavored toothpaste.
those people we know who did that? They gave
Yeah, I know.
that away, and it's like they're lucky their house was not toilet papered and egged.
Right.
It's that's Yeah. It's like don't do that.
Now wait a minute.
Just don't do that. Just close.
the
I said just
downside.
close the door. Just
That's
close
the
the
So
down,
door and don't give anything. You know.
that's the
we
downside.
had neighbors that did one better. They would go up there. They lived in the apartment above us, and what they would do is they would just turn off all the lights in the house. It
Hmm.
was even more lights that were off than if you just left the house and we're going to come back. And they just didn't answer their door till after 10 o'clock.
Yeah. There we go. I
Oh,
mean, a lot of people are that way. With their. I mean, I remember when we didn't have any candy, so we had to turn out our lights.
listen, and then you had kids that just would kind of OD, because we had an Italian family in Bronx River, the Travali family, and Charlie. Okay, Okay, you did the Halloween thing. Fine. The next day, Charlie is knocking on the door, talking about trick or treat.
It's
Yeah.
over, man.
Yeah. But he had it. He explained to us is that well, you figure that there would be some leftover candy, so I'm gonna just go from door to door getting all the leftover candy.
Well, the thing is, that's another upside of Halloween, is that the day after Halloween, candy is on sale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you have after Christmas sales, but they're not really sales though.
No, again,
The
it's a
return to-
no guilt. It's a no guilt holiday, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That was my mom's favorite holiday, November 1st, when she go
yeah,
and get all the old candy
That's
that they
right.
marked down.
The markdown candy.
So mad when Roche changed their marketing strategy. She loved Roche candy,
Mm-hmm.
but then they realized, if we put it in generic boxes, we can sell this all year round.
And they did.
And
There we
she
go.
got so
Yeah.
pissed.
Oh
I said,
man,
man, I thought I thought I had figured out, right?
that's why I'm fat today. That stuff is good.
Those are wonderful times. You know what? A lot of people, they look at this stuff and they say, "Oh no, we don't want to do this because this reason, that reason, other reason," and then look back, all these years later and realize how much fun they could have had. Just it's nothing. It's just nothing. You do the thing and you move on.
Right.
I heard you were talking about people getting their stuff stolen, and I know that Nikki had a story about that when she was coming up about people stealing candy, and it's kind of crazy because people will do that. And I think Otto too, you had one where somebody stole
Yeah,
candy.
I had an unfortunate Halloween story that I carry
Right.
with me.
Halloween tragedy.
Yeah, Halloween tragedy. Yeah,
Yes.
I had Halloween in New York is a big deal, right? So
Hmm.
at our school we had a Halloween party, and we had like a pre-Halloween party where we had everybody bring candy and blah blah blah, and we took a bag with us, and I'm walking home with my bag. I'm happy go lucky walking down the street, and then some kid came by running like he was Jesse. He said- I mean, I heard of people snatching purses and stuff like this. This MF snatched my bag of candy and ran like Jesse Owens down the block, and all I could do was stand there and still. I didn't even have a chance to move, man. That dude took my candy and was gone. And I remember it to this day, seeing the back of his sneakers my damn candy. And I
Not
Well,
came,
awful.
yeah, and I came home. I was messed up, man. I was tore up. I told my mom about it, and she's
Mhm.
like, "Boy, stop crying about candy."
Boy, stop crying about candy.
That was,
Come on. Did you understand that is our life?
yeah,
That is
I
our
was
life's
ready.
blood as
I was ready.
children?
Listen, Penelope, I was ready to eat my candy, the pre-Halloween
No
thing,
joke.
and watch Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein.
Yeah. That person ruined your life.
He ruined it because I remember at this age, I still remember it.
Yeah. I hope they're happy.
Yeah, I hope he choked on Annihilator.
well, in the Bronx, that's how gang fights would start.
Really mess with people's stuff, man. Don't be
Yeah, I
doing that.
mean, on Westchester Avenue, we had the on one side you had the what they call themselves, the United Lords, and on the other side you had the Savage Skulls, and that was their thing. Halloween, snatching people's bags, and it
Man.
it ended up being a conflict,
They say,
cause
leave people's stuff alone. That ain't funny.
yeah,
Snatch your own people's stuff.
yeah, but then it was one time I'm taking my kids down Westchester. We're going from store to store. See, my daughter sometimes she gets a little preoccupied with stuff,
Mm-mm-mm.
and she was preoccupied looking at something she had. Might have been a toy in her hand, and she's carrying
Mm-mm-mm.
her bag with candy, and she just dropped the bag,
Oh, Lord.
and we're walking, and I saw it, and my older son saw it, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see how long it is before she realizes this. And she just kept walking, and I'm like, hey, 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 what,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Where's your candy? I oh oh I would I said, the bag is over there. What are you doing?
Stay
Okay.
focused.
Yeah, that's what I told him. Stay focused. This is your day.
That's right.
Maybe I didn't explain the concept.
This is a complex operation.
Yeah, because this was the same Halloween, like I told Cranston and Sonia, where my youngest son dressed as Sting. He's giving the store owner candy back.
What?
And I mean it looked cute because he had on his rubber Sting from Wrestling Mask,
Okay.
and he just reached in the bag and quietly came out with a handful of candy and was giving it back to the store. The man, he ran a Caribbean restaurant, and the man was, no, 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 son, this is your day. This is your day.
That's cute.
That's so cute, man.
Yeah, well, listen.
Stories like that on nobody getting no present back on Christmas.
Yep.
Nah, Christmas is just. That's why I'm glad
Pressure.
that
The pressure of Christmas is just so ridiculous.
Little size. Little size. It's all these things, all these stupid things. Even the dummy that's currently in the White House can't mess it up. I guarantee that this Christmas this year will be messed up by the person who's in the White House this year. Guaranteed.
Well, it's a guarantee. But I am so surprised that actually in this political climate that we're in now, I'm surprised that Halloween hasn't been attacked.
They can't touch it. They tried.
They tried.
They did their best.
They tried.
They tried. They tried the Satan thing. They tried the Niwala thing, the Halloween backward thing.
They tried oh my God, it's so dangerous because they're putting razor blades in your apples and they said none of that stuff. There's never any report of it actually ever happening. Boy, they just everything they can come up with.
Until further notice, is bulletproof.
Yeah, that was a thing that started in the late '60s, along with be careful with your candy because hippies were putting LSD in the candy and whatnot.
You know what that is? All that is parents who don't want to take their children out trick or treating.
Pretty much.
Every excuse to not take their lazy asses out and do trick or treating.
Hippies are not going to give away their drugs like that.
Yeah, let them give that shit away for you for free. Get out of here.
Yeah, why would
anybody do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna trip on my own stuff. You know what
I'm
saying? So
they give it to you for free. Who are you?
Yeah.
Remember when they had a thing where they had like we'll X-ray your candy for free and stuff like that. Remember that?
I do remember
yes,
that.
I
How
do.
ridiculous that was. It's like, go X-ray your. It's like, come on, y'all. Really?
Yeah,
who's got the time? I mean, who got time to put razor blades and stuff in people's candy?
Penelope, you really got to give it to them. They really, really tried.
They gave it the old college try. They just really wanted to ruin something and worked very hard in doing so.
Now I think that actually they became sort of participatory. And they're kind of picking up. And now they like you see these people on these conservative stations and stuff. They're dressing up in college. They're kind of like, we can't do nothing.
Yeah.
But oh my God, Halloween spelled backwards.
Niwala. Niwala.
King of the Hill. It's probably on YouTube.
And if anything, that sounds more satanic than Halloween. I mean,
it's like, come on, y'all, come on. But they will do anything because I mean, look, believe me, we come from a place. Where it come from. We currently live in a place where I swear to you, we heard a minister, and maybe we told you all this before, on some radio program saying, how come we say hello? We say hello to greet people. Why do we have to talk about hell? Instead, we should be saying heaven-o.
You're giving me a headache.
Yeah, but that is a thing that happened, okay? That is a real thing that happened.
To paraphrase James Dean, you're tearing me apart.
Serious,
but it's a true thing. It's a true thing.
No.
Yep.
But you know what? They lost.
Yep.
They lost all of that. All of that.
At least, you know what I say? at least for the time being, because those things are like a freaking seven-headed hydra. They're always trying to come back with something else.
Yeah, but right. You're right. Absolutely right. We should celebrate the win that we have.
Yep, celebrate our current win, but don't get too comfortable. Keep our
Yeah,
eyes peeled.
we
Stay
don't
Oh
do
my
that
frosty.
goodness.
before
So
The Frankenstein movie becomes banned or something, or
oh well. See. This is what I was telling people, especially writers. Okay, from what I understand, in that Project 2025, they got something for people that write speculative fiction. So it's just a matter of time before they'll try and take a swing at that.
what are they
You
gonna
know.
say? The Wolfman is what? He's trans.
Well,
Yes,
you
yes,
know they.
he is transferring himself. What one thing, the other, right?
Yeah, that's a that's a hill too high to climb. They
They're
can't really.
shifters, right? They're
But
right?
trust me, they will try.
Yep.
They will try. They will try because again,
Speculative fiction makes you think, and they don't want people to think. Because
exactly,
the minute you start thinking, there's the minute you start questioning.
But they say, well,
exactly.
no, they say because it's make believe, you're making things up. And so it's like you're bearing false witness. And so that's why you can't
Well,
write fiction. It
that's
will
the thing.
start with that, but it'll become fiction generally.
All the
Yeah.
horror films and all the stuff, like everything from The Exorcist to Carrie to The
Hmm.
Sixth, they haven't, they haven't attacked it. They can't find really a way to attack it.
Hmm.
Well, trust me, they'll find a way. They'll
It's like
find
I
a way. But
said,
see,
it is a
see here,
seven-headed hydra. They will come back with
yeah,
something.
they will come back with something. And see, here's the problem though. If you're gonna come after Halloween, then you're gonna have to come after Christmas too. Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
I mean, maybe it's me, but a man running around in a red suit with a long white beard, that sounds kind of satanic to me, don't you think?
Well,
Well,
how about a dude coming back from death and walking around? That kind of crazy. That's kind of zombie-ish too.
hmm
That kind of
You
zombie-ish
just
too.
But then they don't want to admit that St. Nicholas, hence, Father Christmas, was based in Turkey
hmm
and
Yeah.
probably a brown person.
You see, that's the thing. Halloween don't have to do any of that. I mean, Jack O'Lantern is an orange person. The person in the White House is orange. They all work
There you
together.
go. There
Yeah,
you go.
that's it.
But
It's
then
sent.
they'll point out, you do this on Halloween. Yeah, that's because you all stole it from the pagan folk or the earth-based religions.
They
hmm
tried all that pagan
hmm
stuff.
Yeah,
They
and
tried.
it's fine. We all know the Catholic Church grabbed a lot of pagan holidays and it's kind of
Pagan,
like
pagan,
put
blah blah
some
blah.
nice,
The devil,
we
blah blah.
covered it
Satan.
up with, our fresh coat of paint. We know
Yes,
that, you
Satan,
know,
blah blah blah. Devil,
because
devil.
it's easier to, you know, basically move from something that people know instead of trying to teach them something completely different. So you
Yeah,
say, yeah, it just happens to be on the same day as your day of celebration. Why
they
not?
tried all
If
that.
all you really care about is what is it you're trying to teach, who cares
Uh,
what day it's on?
yeah, they tried all that Satan, paganism, blah blah. People basically like, just give me the almond joy. Just give
Yep.
me an almond joy. That's all I care about. It's not all this stuff and not all this
I,
proselytizing and good wishes toward man is like it's all about the sugar, baby.
Yep.
listen, I'll be even more extreme. Just give me my circus peanuts,
Oh, you can have mine.
and I'm good.
You
Cause
can have
see,
Yeah,
see,
I go,
y'all don't understand. Circus peanuts can last for centuries.
mine.
and that's why you
Why
don't
would you
eat
want to
them.
eat it then?
That's why you don't
Okay,
eat them.
Yeah,
okay. I mean, okay.
You could build a house with it, I guess.
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
If
at
if
first
I'm going to eat something that lasts that long, I might as well eat the Twinkie.
You eat. That's good too, though. Twinkies are good.
Yeah, but they also will last forever and be around forever, like
Well,
candy
that's not
the
true.
circus peanuts.
They will not
Y'all,
last forever. Don't let them trick you to eat that. It will not
y'all
last
eat,
forever.
y'all eat a Twinkie now. Don't get me wrong. Now, if somebody's giving out Twinkies, I'm hitting that house right there. I'm hitting it.
Yeah, yeah, I
I
do know
don't remember if it was around Halloween, but the time when Twinkies weren't available in the South, all you could get were the Little Debbie stuff. A radio station bought a truckload of Twinkies and other Hostess goodness and was going around town. We're going to be at this location, and if you show up, you get a free box. My housemate at the time and I took it as a challenge. The three of us, my mom, and I went from location to location and stocked up to the point where at the end of the route they went, just take it all, just take all what's left,
So
because you're going to beat us there anyway. Because somehow you know how to get around here fast.
how much did you get?
Like 40 boxes each,
Oh man, how
and
much
they
did
were
you?
good.
Oh, I know, damn, they good.
They were all free.
Twinkies are good, y'all.
Twinkies, all the Hostess cakes. They were trying
That's
to
cool.
convince Hostess to come
come
down
down.
south.
That's
And they
cool.
eventually did. When they went out of business, the company that owns Little Debbie's bought them.
Yeah,
Ain't that
yeah.
crazy? After all that,
Yeah, because there ain't no unions in the South. There ain't no workers coming down there.
Yeah, it was Hostess. They Hostess and Drake's actually went out of business
Yep.
around
And the
the same
folks who own Little Debbie's now owns them. They're made out of Tifton, Georgia, I think now.
time.
Twinkies are good.
Yeah,
I
and
never,
the thing,
I never got
the
I think
Twinkies.
it was around Halloween time they were doing it.
hmm
yeah,
I
the
never
thing
got.
about Little Debbie cakes is you might as well just shovel a couple of tablespoons of sugar
It's not
in your
sugar
mouth.
anymore, man. It's not sugar. It's
You
high
know.
what is
fructose
it?
corn syrup.
Yeah, yeah. There is that. There
It's like
is that.
take me to the original hit, man. Don't give me crack. Don't give me methamphetamine. Give me cocaine. I'll take the original stuff.
Well, see, with me, I can't mess with none of that, because if I do, then I'm off the diabetes land.
Oh no.
Wow. So you don't get to have any candy?
If I do, it has to be in small amounts. Okay, it has to be in small amounts. It's just like I listen. Me and Hostess had a very bad divorce.
Wow.
Okay, I mean, I go in the store now and see. The thing I loved about Hostess is that they would have cupcakes for this time of year. You know, Halloween cupcakes,
hmm
nice and orange and
Orange
everything.
was, yeah.
But I can't do it. I
Well, I'll
can't
tell you
do it.
what. This is what you do, James. I'll do you a favor. You get all the damn cupcakes and stuff you got. Just give them to me. I'll save you for getting ill.
Look, it's helping you,
Yeah, I'm
helping you so
helping you.
much.
I'm helping you. Yeah. And
You
when
know
I
the
Okay.
help.
stuff in my face full of these delicious sugary goodness, I'll think of you.
I'm quite sure you will. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm quite sure you
yeah.
will.
But
But
that's it. That's the enjoyment. I mean, the joy. The month of Christmas starts after Halloween because of Black Friday, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And then all you get is anxiety.
yeah. Absolutely. Because oh my God, what I gotta buy? I gotta get
The
for this one, gotta get for that one,
commercials.
get for the other one, and it make you feel like you can never uh, do too much. You know.
Oh, it's like
yeah,
the cars with the big bows on them and all that stuff.
yeah, it's
Where's
it's
my
just
car with the big bow this
Yeah,
year?
what's my car with a big bow? Remember they had a commercial with basically a husband and wife. They had two cars with two big bows.
Yes, I
hmm
remember that. And it's like,
and
wow.
I was with thought, what if he just went over to the car and took the bow off and gave the bow to her? It's like, yeah, man,
And somebody,
Yeah, and this what I got you. This
somebody said,
big bow.
somebody said, where the hell did I sell these big bows?
good. Yeah,
Where the big bows
it's
from?
Where's
yeah,
the big bow store?
it's just too much. it's just too much of a heaviness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's like I would have bought you the car, except that they didn't have any more big bows in the big bow store. So
Yeah,
I kind of present it to you properly without the big bow. Could not do it. So maybe next year
right.
when the big bow shop, get some more stock in.
And the thing
And
is
you,
about Halloween also, it's an equal opportunity holiday because
Mm,
even if you can't afford a costume, you could do
mhm.
what Penelope did and put on a big pair of high heels and
Mhm.
look like your dad or whatever. Put on a
Yeah, your
hat,
aunt, your dad, yeah, whatever.
yeah,
walk outside and with a paper bag and come
Mhm.
back. Where else?
Lots
Where
of
else in the
candy.
world could you do that?
Yeah,
yeah,
and people will just give you candy.
yeah,
I mean, I think we started doing it. Our big deal was the etiquette. When people come up to the house, you say you're supposed to say trick or treat, and we make everybody say trick or treat. Then we give them candy. So that you learn the trick or treat etiquette. You go to the house, you don't just come up there with a bag and put it in front of them. You can say trick or treat, and then they give you something.
Huh.
That's all there is.
It's
Know
an
the
equal
rules.
opportunity thing, you know.
Yeah. I mean,
Big,
I did you? I
small.
mean, did every? How many people? I mean, I think all of us, at some point, did trick or treat, right? So
yeah.
you allowed to go trick or treating?
I don't think Sonya did. I don't think Sonya did.
Nope.
Nope.
I had to, but what I did instead was have a Halloween party at my house if it didn't fall on a Friday night.
Okay, cool. So you had Halloween parties, but not trick or treating.
We would give out candy, but my grandmother and mom didn't trust people enough to let me out on the
I get,
street.
but you know what? Giving out the candy is just as important.
Yeah.
That's it's just as important as the going out and getting it, because somebody's
Although,
get to it.
although getting my mom to share the candy was the problem.
She ate her own supply.
Yep.
So whatever's left.
Every year, I'd have to go out and get another emergency bag just for the trick or treaters.
So whatever is left is mine.
No, she'd do it
She
beforehand.
did it before the holiday.
Yep.
Man, okay.
What she'd actually do is she'd buy up from November 1st, put it in the freezer, and then she'd nibble throughout the year and
Oh
forgetting
my
that. And then she
lord.
said, "Okay, whatever's left over, I give out on the 31st, and then go
Okay.
buy myself a new supply on the 1st."
Wow. Okay.
That's
Well,
some
that's a thing.
good reverse engineering, man, right there.
Man. Man, she had it work. She had a system.
She
Yep.
did.
Very cool, but man, like, 'cause me, I said, I'm looking at the sell by dates on my stuff.
But if you
If you put
freeze
it in the freezer, the dates don't count.
yeah, they
Well,
don't
for
matter.
me, they do.
It don't matter. If you freeze the almond joy, it's a joy forever.
Now, look, if I froze it myself, that's one thing. But
No,
I
you
get it from
do.
somebody
Yeah,
else.
Yeah, you buy
Yeah.
it, you go and you buy it at the
Right, right,
stores,
right, right. I'm
and
saying, but
then
she's giving
yeah,
it out.
kind of like those
Yeah.
thin mints people keep at the back of the freezer.
Oh,
now here's the
stop
thing.
that, please.
Okay, well, let me answer the question. I have 10 minutes now. I'm not eating a candy that tastes like a breath mint. I'm not eating it.
You didn't like York peppermint patties?
No, it's like eating a candy called
Oh,
Skunk.
I'm with you, brother, on that. I'm with you, brother. I
Yeah,
can't.
to that
No,
scope. To that scope of Listerine. Yum. Give me that.
yeah.
I like
Was it
peppermint patties.
Junior
Junior
mints?
mints, yeah, I like those.
Blah 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 blah.
It's like
Okay.
go to a house,
That's
knock on
just
the door.
more for me and Penelope then.
Yeah, man,
It's
that's
like
good stuff.
going to a house,
We will
somebody
take
knocking
you
on
all,
the door.
guys.
Somebody give you a pack of certs.
Okay. You know what? You know what? They gave it to me, and I'd take it. When they give it to me, I would take it too.
I want
So
no
there.
now later. I want blow pops. I want shirts. I want I think of cough drops.
I notice how Cranston's staying out of this one.
Remember the Smith brothers? I think of Smith Brothers cough drops.
Oh yeah.
Let's just cut to the chase. A bottle of 3 6s.
Okay. Okay.
That's a
Very
tiger
good. Yeah, okay. All right. Y'all do that.
bomb.
Y'all do that.
Oh
3 6 is a tiger bomb. All right.
You're gonna thank me for the upcoming cold season.
God.
Okay.
Yeah, better safe than sorry, young man.
Wow, y'all.
I'm
Wow.
sorry. No, I'm not taking. I don't want no candy that tastes like medicine, man. I don't. Nah, or breath mints or something like that. or like what's that stuff they used to give you for like a sore throat? What's that thing called?
Chloroseptic?
Yeah, no, the other one.
The
That
lodges.
came in that came that came in a tin. That came in a tin.
Yeah, the
Remember?
lodges. Oh God.
Yeah, I was thinking it was a chloroseptic. Did it come in
No,
those
no, no.
slots?
It was before chloroception.
Altoids, alloids.
No, no, no. It was I forgot the name of these things, man.
You
Somebody knows.
sure it's Altoids?
No, it's not Altoid. It came in a little tin.
Yeah, well, Altoids came in the tin.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but that's before then.
I'm sure Cranston must know what it is. Come on.
I know
Well,
what you're talking about, Otto. I forgot the
Secrets.
name, but they were out in the late '60s and the
Yeah,
'70s.
yeah. What were they called?
I
Is that
forgot.
Uh,
secrets?
What?
Secrets. Yeah.
Yeah, secrets.
Secrets. See,
Yeah.
I knew Cranston would know.
Yeah.
Look at him. I knew it.
Here you go,
Because
kid.
Cranston strikes me as one of the children who was sick all the time. And the mama had to currently give them all that stuff. Right, Cranston?
Yeah.
I'm sick, mommy. Oh, I got a
I
sore
can't go
throat.
trick or treating.
Oh.
Bundled up like Russell.
Yes, yes. Yes,
I can't
yes.
go trick or treating anymore. These are secrets.
Well, yeah, here you go. Here's the secrets. There you go. Now go to school. That was
It's a
for
thin
now
mints.
go to school.
Make sure your ass is up to go to school tomorrow.
Yeah. Tell the truth,
but
Cranston.
Penelope, before we end the show, there's one other thing about Halloween that we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
What is the deal? Now Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, right?
Right.
And really funny Halloween cartoon. But what is the deal with Pigpen?
Yeah, I was having a mini meltdown the other day, driving home. I'm concerned about Pigpen. It's like, well, where does Charles Schultz get the idea of this child that they call Pigpen? Like, he is going to school. We're watching this, from a distance. But understand, like, they're saying that there's a child who goes to school with them, one of their friends, who comes to school every day dirty. You know?
He's not
I
dirty.
mean, no, I mean, he's dirty. I mean, his face and stuff is dirty. His clothes, he's dirty every day.
But he's
And
got
I
a
thought,
cloud of dust around him.
Wasn't there one where you saw him start his day? He wasn't dirty, but somehow or another he just attracted it. Like he was like a magnet to all of it.
don't know, but the whole
I can't
point to
remember.
me is that how horrible that must be. How, I mean, this is in his head so much that he creates a character regarding a child who is dirty all the time. I think, can you imagine how distressing that would be for that
No,
child?
the cloud that's around him, is that
Yeah,
dust or is that smell?
I think it's dust. I would hope it's dust, but I mean, it may be
Well,
both.
I hate to say it, but growing up and attending PS 77, okay, there were some kids that showed up to class that just looked like they rolled out of bed
Mm-hmm.
and came to class. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? That's just how some families were, especially if where growing up where I did, you had large families
Mm-hmm.
where the mom couldn't keep track basically of some of the siblings, and some just showed up to school, you know, dirty. You also had some kids that delivered me that just stayed dirty because they was constantly doing shit. Playing
Mm-hmm.
with mud pies and running around in the rain and doing this and that and this and that and climbing and jumping and all of that. And I guarantee you, when they got home, their mother was like, "What the hell? What was
Mm-hmm.
you doing?" So that's probably where that's one or two ideas, where that came from.
Yeah, but for me, I was thinking about that as well. Something that is it's so indelibly marked in your brain that
Yeah,
you
according
create
to
character.
Wikipedia, he was just a dust magnet. He'd leave clean, but the dust just seemed to follow him.
It's
I
like
mean, to me, that's like that. They say that, But in my mind, that's just a rationale that somebody wrote later because I mean we read all those little Charlie Brown books and stuff like that. But that's something they just had to put in later after people like me started freaking out. But I think it's like for Charles Schultz, I wonder what his concept really was. Who was this
Because remember,
that he wrote this
remember
character based on?
he dressed up as a ghost in Halloween and for Halloween, and even
Hmm.
that was
Yeah, it's dirty.
it wasn't
Yeah,
dirty. I mean, it wasn't. It was still like a white sheet, but it was
but you can see
dusty.
the
But
dirt around
Mhm.
the dust going up around him all the time. But I would think, what child is this that grew up with them that had such a presence
uh,
like this that he would think to write about it?
maybe like James said, it's like that.
Yeah, it's probably
But I mean,
just
but you know where my mind is, right? And this is another like horror story thing. I don't know if you all ever watched the show Inside Number Nine. An Inside Number Nine, if you recall, Cranston. I know that we all watched
Mhm.
it. The one called Sardines, right? That episode, and it's horror comedy. It is the most excellent work ever done on television. If you like horror mixed, your comedy and horror mixed, it is phenomenal. Where do you find it? Daily Motion, I think. If you look on Daily Motion, you can find it. But there's an episode called Sardines, and you're watching this, and it is just like, I mean, I'm gonna after the show, I'm gonna try to find a link to it, and I'll send it to you. But it's one of those things that you think, okay, what's going on here? And I just wondered about it because it just, I say, you know, and they never until much later, like the modern ones, like you're saying, that they made up the story of like, oh yeah, he's just a dust magnet. But
Well,
I'm sure that there's a child in his past that they saw this with, and it really made an impact.
do they
According
even?
to what I've seen, it says also drew inspiration from his son who'd go outside, be clean, and go outside and come back looking like a pig pen.
I wonder if other people asked him about why is your son always dirty.
Well,
You
also,
know,
didn't is that character really? Does it stay throughout the the Peanuts shows, television shows,
hmm
or
yeah.
throughout all of them? It's
hmm
there. It's
well,
not in.
Well, it's interesting that in all that time, nobody's come forward and said, "Yeah, that's who I was based on."
Well, he says,
no,
his son. He said, the thing he says, his son. But the reality is this: you send your child out into the world, and he says, "Oh, it's because he just go out there and he get dirty. We just don't know how." No, it's probably because you all were pretty bad parents.
no,
That you all did.
I
I didn't
know,
say no, no. I said that your child was out there in the world, and people came to you saying, "Hey, why your child, all dirty?" Because you probably, as a writer, and you're focused on what you're doing, and you're focused on her stuff that she's doing, that people forget. But who washed this kid? Who made sure this child had new clothes? Who did it?
That's
You're
tough.
not thinking about it.
That's
You're not
rough.
thinking
no.
about it.
Listen. Let me tell you something. My youngest son, Baron, he was like that.
Hmm.
Baron would go out squeaky clean, okay, and in the course, by the time he get back from playing outside and all that, he had to get in the bathtub. Okay, he had to get in the bathtub because he was just
I'm
doing.
not talking about your kids going out and getting filthy and coming back. This is a child who's going to school and is showing up already dirty. You know,
He shows
that's
up
what I'm
in
talking about.
Yeah,
he
and
shows
like I
up.
said, there was some families growing up in Bronx River
Hmm.
where the 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 kids would come to school and their hygiene wasn't the best. I could,
Hmm.
and not even Bronx River. I can remember working in the public library in the annex on 43rd in Manhattan, and we had a moving situation where stuff was being moved in, and the moving company they had hired a bunch of Irish to do the moving, and a good portion of them were young Irishmen.
Hmm.
And I'm walking past them, and I'm smelling piss.
Hmm.
Yeesh.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And this was telling me that these lads, okay, had they just rolled the fuck out of bed, excuse my French, and put on their clothes and came to work.
Yeah.
But see, when
You
I
know,
was at age, when I was at like first, second, I don't know what grade. I can't remember, but my hygiene wasn't left to me.
Yeah, exactly. Those things are
It
not left to you.
wasn't my decision.
Yeah,
I,
that was something that your parents dealt with. Get up, get
yeah,
washed.
I was
You
like,
know.
in the winter time, I was like, remember Christmas Story when that kid is
Hmm.
wrapped up like a
Yeah. Yes,
yeah,
brother.
damn.
Wrapped like a mummy.
Yeah,
yeah.
it takes a half an hour to put that on, about a half an hour to take it off when you get to school too.
Hmm.
And let me tell you something. Getting up and going to school in the morning, right?
Hmm.
We washed up and everything, put on clean clothes. But the thing that me and my brother dreaded was my mother would take over with the hair
Oh,
situation.
whoa.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
and
God.
she'd rake our hair and
I
It's
the
like
the, the
rip
your
every
pulse in your head.
no, but yes.
you
My
know
if a
Right
doctor
your
wanted to
scalp.
take my blood pressure, then they had to put a cuff around my arm. They put it around my scalp
hmm
Yeah.
because I
and,
felt my heart beating in my damn head.
and then and then it was a case of you remember the clip-on ties.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we had to wear the clip-on ties, but none for none. As soon as we got away from our
Hmm.
house, the ties came off.
I took
Yeah.
all that off, man. I took all. I remember the first day of school. I had a green pinstripe shirt with a matching tie, and I'm sure my mother said I looked fantastic.
You
As soon as
dapper.
as soon as I got in their school, I took all that crap off. I remember seeing a kid across the way. He was wearing his full regalia with the tie on.
Hmm.
What a stupid fool!
He felt sorry for him.
Yeah, I felt sorry for that kid. He had a green tie on with a green shirt, and and he was too afraid to take it off. And I know that his mother did, because that's only something mothers do. A green
Hmm.
tie with a green shirt on.
Yep.
Yeah, and I
Cute.
mean,
But you
nothing,
cute.
nothing for nothing. Maybe Pigpen hung out with another comic strip on Family Circle,
Oh
cause
yeah, Petey.
you know you send that child out just to go to the store,
Hmm.
okay, and they gotta go down the block, up the block, over
Hmm.
somebody's roof, around somebody's backyard, this way, that way, this way, that way, till they get where the hell they going and whatnot, you know.
So
Yeah.
Penelope, you're thinking more nefarious things.
Yeah. That's where my head goes. Sorry.
With Pigpen,
That's
who's
right.
not a, who's not a character that explored that much, right?
Yeah. And I put, if you see the comments there, I have Daily Motion and the link to Inside Number 9.
Sardine.
And even though this is episode 1 of the Sardines, that this link, I think this person has posted um, all of them. It
Well, all of them are good.
is one of the best comedy horror shows ever existed in the entire world. Ever.
And I mean, nothing for nothing. He probably, I'm quite sure he based Peppermint Patty on somebody that he grew up with. You
Yeah,
know,
in all
you know,
likelihood, yeah.
yeah. I mean, because growing again ad nauseum, growing up in Bronx River, we had Julie. Okay, Julie Torres. Julie Torres. All the time, first of all, Julie was probably one of the best outfielders we had when it came to playing baseball. Okay, and I mean
Hmm.
she could hit for average. Okay, um, she was a good right fielder, and never did I see Julie wear a dress. Never,
They were
never
called
wore a dress.
tomboys. What happened to the aspect of tomboy?
I have no idea. Because there are a lot of
You don't use that term
girls
anymore.
that were tomboys who were kids.
But I think most girls wear pants now anyway. So
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
I remember seeing like in we were
I was
watching
an
the Antique
unfortunate girl who
Roadshow.
played. I like to play sports, but we didn't have a lot of. There's some pants, but our pants are like our play clothes that you wear at home. And most of the time you go to school, you wear dresses. And so when I was in school, I had to play sports in a dress. That's when we
Remember
started. As girls, we started wearing, shorts underneath our dresses.
remember the Antique Roadshow we saw with the picture of the guy,
Uh
the
huh.
11 years old, and I think it was like 1800s, maybe 1900s.
Mhm.
But he had a dress on because people
We're
didn't
just
have
like,
money to be people didn't have
mhm.
money to be like bifurcating. This is
Yeah.
what
It's
is.
what the
yeah,
older brother sister wore, so that's what you're
Yeah,
wearing.
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, that's one thing Charles Bronson, the actor, had to deal with growing up. I think it was like 12 of them in his family,
Mhm.
and he to this day he was upset because he would have to go to school wearing his one of his sister's dresses
Because
because
that's what they had.
that's all they had. That's all that they had. That wasn't that was not
You say that
unusual.
now, and people will blow their minds thinking about
Mhm.
it. They
Yeah,
can't imagine Charles Bronson in a dress.
I say, you know why? Because just clothes.
It's
We
just
just trying to cover your
clothes.
body,
yeah.
you know,
Exactly. I
to
need
get
clothes.
you off to school and back home.
And he would be the first to tell you that he was teased about it, but he said it was what it was. His
Yeah.
family, they were coal miners from Pennsylvania,
Mhm.
and they just didn't have the
Had
money.
the money. Had the
Yeah.
money. Like you got separate thing of clothes for girls and separate thing of clothes for boys.
I said,
Hmm.
no, that's not a thing.
I mean,
Like,
if
we
you
just
had
got
money,
some clothes
you
here.
I was gonna say for a while though, that was the fashion. Men wore dresses or long shirts.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Pants weren't a thing a century or 2 centuries ago.
yeah.
it's insane the way. I mean, it's all commercial in order to sell
It
you
really
something.
is. It really is because all you need is something to cover your body for
Pink
protection.
and blue, pink and
You know.
blue. I mean,
Yeah,
all
that was
so
created too in order to sell because boys for pink, the boys are
Yeah,
blue.
pink used to be the
Yeah.
royal color for boys, and then they discovered how to make the indigo dye
Mhm.
faster and cheaper, so they had to do something to promote its sale.
Mhm. All of it.
just to sell you
All
something.
about money.
All about money, which Halloween is definitely not.
It's all about candy.
It's all about the
Now, I'm
candy.
sure somebody is making money in this process, but
Oh,
the
sure.
wonderful
I
thing
mean,
is that we don't have to feel the pressure, to go out and
they
buy
said,
that perfect, oh, we got the perfect gift that everybody's buying for the children this year. You
Well,
know,
again, it's a comfort holiday.
yes.
Okay,
yeah,
it's
no,
a
no,
day
no, the
or a
problem,
month.
but listen, dog, the problem is if you wait too late, that's the pressure because
Like I
you
said,
go to
right
the
now it is
you
already
won't
the
get late.
5th, and I have
They
not
won't
put
get
out my Halloween stuff yet, so I'm starting to get a
all
little
they
antsy and having anxiety.
if you go to the store a grocery store, whatever, all they will
Mm-hmm.
have left is that bullshit candy that nobody wants.
Mm-hmm.
Or septic, candies or something, or a bunch of cork drops.
Head over
Eucalyptus.
to the warehouse stores. They got plenty. We just went to BJ's here, and there's like
Oh,
rows and rows of nothing but Halloween candy.
that's an idea.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the big bags of candy. That's one thing. I don't like one thing.
Like the
Nope, these
mixed
are all
nuts.
variety packs too. They have
Yeah,
they warehouse folks have realized we need a variety mix. I mean, there were rows and
Yeah,
rows of just Halloween
yeah.
candy.
Because
please no
everybody
milk
doesn't like
duds.
everything. Like
No
for
milk duds.
instance, what?
No milk duds.
No milk duds.
I don't
No.
like milk duds either. I don't like
Thank
those.
you. Thank you. No, no,
Uh-uh.
no milk.
Uh-uh. I don't
Nah,
like
milk,
sugar
milk.
babies or sugar daddies or sugar
Nah,
mamas. I don't like any of them.
yeah, throw that in the garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, milk duds are good, but those are to me, milk duds are more for the movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, milk duds are more for the cavities. That's what they are.
That's true too. They will definitely stick in there and give you some delicious
Now
cavities.
laters are for filling. They pull out your filling.
Oh my God, I got my feelings pulled out by now laters.
Yeah, milk
I
duds
mean,
are.
I was chewing on a thing mixed with like gum and now laters.
Yeah,
all
that's
mixed in
that's.
together. I popped my feelings
Why
right
you
out
do that, Penelope?
because I wasn't very bright.
You
Okay.
So
were
when you
not.
Guess you know next time.
yeah,
Yeah, I know for next time.
listen, somebody at an office party, but the office thing, they were giving away Halloween candy, and I was chewing, I was talking and chewing and talking. And
Mm,
I said, you know what? Let me ask, excuse me, I gotta go to the bathroom.
hmm
Out came my damn feeling.
Oh man, you do not want to be telling your parents that you popped out your feelings.
No, I was a grown
Uh,
man. I was
oh
a
my
grown.
God! But thank goodness.
I was a grown ass man.
Wow. Then that's
That,
on you, man.
you know what? The look on my face, and I think I know what it looked like. Like
Oh
someone
man.
stuck a stick in my butt because I was chewing gum, and all of a sudden I was chewing on my goddamn feeling.
Oh man, that is terrible. That is quite terrible.
Popped right out.
That is. I'm sorry. I would be so angry if something like
Mhm.
that happened, especially
I
when
was
I'm.
shocked and
Well, you know
surprised.
what? But I can't say anything because I mean, off the topic a little bit. I was on a flight. I was coming home from somewhere and I was eating a muffin, and my crown came out. And I'm sitting next to this guy, and he's like, "Okay, this bitch over here spitting out teeth." Wow. Oh my
Oh my
God.
goodness, that's
Yeah, that
that's
was messed up.
that's
I was
why
like,
at my job I have to be careful with the jokes because it's a couple of times I made Miss Wilson laugh and her dentures came
Oh my
loose.
goodness.
She was
you know, James is a fan of the Odd Couple.
hmm
You remember that episode where Oscar and Felix went into to that dentist that invented that glue,
yeah,
and Oscar went in the middle, his mouth got dry, and then his filling came out, and the
yeah.
look on his face. That's how I look.
hmm
That's how I
It's
look.
like what the. Yeah, I mean that would very much anger me. Somebody said it came up with some new thing, and I
Damn.
put it up in my mouth, and this is what happens to me.
Yeah.
This is what happens to me.
Oh God, don't let me swallow my filling.
Yeah, I mean, then I think about I saw my filling. It has sharp ends on it, and so now it's
Oh
tearing up
God.
my stomach, and shards of flesh are being digested by me because fillings. Oh my
Yeah, no,
goodness.
that's a Halloween story.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a perfect Halloween story.
No,
Yeah.
it's retrieving the feeling. That's the story.
Oh yeah. Thank you,
That feeling's
Princeton.
lost the time.
Yeah. Well, we should hope so. Cause I ain't going. I don't want it coming out the other end. You
I don't
know.
want to come and I put it in my mouth anymore. That's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. We're done
Talking
with
about
that.
talking
We are
about
done
biting
with
you
that
in the
one.
butt.
Yeah. Ha 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 ha. He's so cute,
That
right in
gone
the
in
butt.
one ear, coming out the other. No.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. But I'm saying that is the worst. That is the worst stuff. I mean, you feel that thing, you bite it, and you're just like you said, you stop chewing, stop everything, because the last thing you want to do is swallow that thing. You know
Oh my God.
I think
that.
that I think that Penelope, we've already convinced everyone that Halloween is a new Christmas,
That's
and
right.
there's so many different Halloween stories and stuff that specifically are Halloween specific. I think that there may be some that people don't know. I think that we should consider doing a show
hmm
based on Halloween stories or specials that people may not even know about.
I cannot believe that there are Halloween specials and stuff that people don't know about.
I think they
Isn't
are.
that crazy?
No,
I
they
think they
but
they they are they are. Um,
but there's one aspect that Christmas still has it over Halloween is that there are more good Christmas songs than good Halloween songs.
You think
that's
so?
true.
Yeah.
That's true. I
Well, I mean,
believe
who
it's
makes Halloween songs though? Okay,
yeah.
wait. What?
no, no.
Okay.
Well, if you guys go to my writers page, I've started posting Halloween songs on there.
Like what? White wedding or something? What do you got?
No, one is well, definitely Penelope. Stay away from this one. It's some what is it? something Frankenstein, but it's kind of a doo-wop type of.
We don't like
Yeah.
doo-wop.
So I suggest
That's
you
horror
stay.
in and of itself.
Yeah. Then
No
it's
doo-wop.
one. Then it's one. I'm getting ready to post on there.
I know stuff like from our childhood, like you would sing at school. You know, at there wasn't a lady of skin and bones. Ooh, remember that?
Yeah, you know what? And
Remember
my kids
that?
up for Halloween.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
These songs,
I'll
I
have to look
think
that one
Cranston,
up.
I think Cranston's at 100% right. I think that's a Christmas beats Halloween is a song. You don't have Nat King Cole singing a Halloween song or anything like that. So
Are you sure?
yeah,
I mean,
No,
he might. He might.
no. Wait a minute. There's Nat King Cole did a Halloween song. It's
What was it?
find that.
it's
Find
called the
that.
Halloween song, and it starts off little
The style he
babies,
was no,
little babies on a
no,
roasted on a roasted
Okay.
fire.
Oh, baby's not roasted up.
no.
You know what?
Head,
That's
headless people at your door.
okay. Yeah, and you know what? Because you
No.
asked him, and this is what you get.
Yeah, exactly.
Headless people at
He
your
got
door.
nothing. He got nothing.
He's just making up stuff as he goes along. Go ahead.
Cranston's right. There are no good. I mean, Christmas has the best song.
Ghoulish kids with their eyes aglow.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, but no, just no,
Christmas has
man.
the best song. Christmas has the best song.
I mean, that's true, but Halloween. I mean, there may be some good Halloween songs. We just don't know them yet.
It's the mash.
They
Yeah.
do the Monster Mash and Thriller. Of course, Thriller's a good Halloween song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody. I mean, nobody sings. Nobody comes in the chorus and sings in front of your house.
No, it's Halloween carols. That's what we'll do next, right? We'll sing our Halloween carols.
I mean, Christmas has a distinct advantage about songwriting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're gonna sing our Halloween carols next, right?
Yeah. Purple People Eater.
Yeah.
Okay, now
Monster
that
Mash.
song there, I thought that's not even that's not really, is it?
Monster Mash.
Monster Mash is, but Longhorn, what's it? One-eyed Longhorn, flying
One-eyed,
people eater.
one-horned, flying purple people eater.
For people eater one.
Yeah, but that thing,
One-horned, flying purple people eater.
yeah, but that song is not a good song. It's not a
Okay,
Halloween song.
but going into trivia for a second, the guy that did that song, you know what his other claim to fame is, right?
What is it?
Just about almost every other movie back in the day, in fact, even now, movie, TV shows, you heard his scream.
Really?
Yeah. What is it? Oh God, what is it? It starts with an H.
The guy's,
No, they call it the Hamlet scream.
huh?
Yeah,
I
because
did not know this.
yeah, he was an actor on Rawhide, okay,
Ah,
and he used to do voiceovers. And one time he was called to do a voiceover for some type of adventure movie, and they said, we need for you to scream, and he did, and they said, well, you got to put more pep in it. He did, and he did that scream so good that I think from Star Wars to Indiana Jones to other horror pictures,
mhm.
you'll hear a scream. It's kind of
It's the Wilhelm scream.
there you go, the Wilhelm scream. Yeah.
That is
And
interesting.
I put in the private chat since it won't let me do public chat a link to the Wikipedia article about it.
Yeah. And I don't think he made a dime off of it.
You got to be kidding. After all that hard work of screaming, he got nothing from it.
He got nothing from it. He
Bunch
just
of-
got paid for that voice.
It was a work for hire.
And then
Yeah.
they used it all
Mhm.
over and over and didn't give him nothing.
Yeah.
Well, you get everlasting fame.
Oh boy, but no money.
Well,
I'm sorry, that ain't it, man. I want the cash. Y'all give you a little something, something, right?
Yeah, and the thing that I found that was crazy about it is that all these different movies,
That they
they
use
yeah.
that voice, and they do that a lot, don't they?
Yeah, it's public domain now.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
use people's stuff and just say, here, we got it this one time, so now it's ours forever. They don't even give you an option. It's like it's ours, and that's it. Wow. So we can sit down and put together our list of Halloween carols, right? Or Halloween carols, right?
You notice no one's answering you, Penelope.
Halloween carols.
Well,
Nobody.
I
Everybody.
gave my
Everybody.
monster mash. I'm done.
Crickets.
I
But it
think
was
maybe if you twist
Crickets.
change it to songs, because
Because you want to sing them, right? You want to go.
Yeah,
well, there was
carols though imply religious.
one
But,
other one
but it's
called "I Want
Halloween,
My
so it
Baby
is.
Back."
Okay, say again. I want
There
my.
was one other one called "I Want My Baby Back," which was they used to call them novelty songs back in the day and everything. And it's about this guy whose girlfriend gets I don't know how she meets her end and everything, but he wants her back and everything. And so toward the end of the song, you hear this sound of a shovel hitting the ground and everything.
Okay.
And the
See,
last line is, "I dig my baby so much."
yep,
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back,
baby,
baby back.
baby. See, this is we do our thing. This is our Halloween where we do our yard. See,
I want my baby back, baby back.
see the hearse and the big pumpkins and yeah, that's
But Christmas has
oh,
better songs. That's just me.
yes, yeah,
okay, is that the family in
yeah,
the
yeah. That's everybody there. Everybody there, and the zombie. The zombie's got the
Okay.
glowy eye. Family and the zombie, which,
okay?
by the way, is the most frightening thing you ever see if you store it like in your living room, like I do. And I walked in there, and like even the lights are on. The eyes are like it's like they're wet. You know how it is like people's eyes, corneas are actually wet, so that they look like they're lifelike. I said, look, me and my older son, we both looked at it and said, look, that can't happen here, man. We took it apart. I said, I
No,
cannot. It's too
I
scary.
walked
He
in the
made us
room.
put it back together too.
Yeah, but I walked in the room and I saw it. I was getting ready to fight because I thought it was somebody's in the house.
I know. That's what it looks like. There's somebody in there. It is scary as all get out. And I said, I can't be like this in here with me. I can't. I know it's not real, but I'm sorry. It scared the hell out of me. And
I
I said,
thought
no,
attacking
thanks.
them and I was ready to fight them. I
Yeah, I
said,
mean,
no,
it's a scary
after
looking
that.
thing.
Yeah.
It is a scary looking thing. And okay, I put Sonia's thing she had here, and I put it up here on the thing. You may have to. What I do, Sonia, I don't know if you can do it, is cut and paste it. You put it in the one thing, and you cut and paste it and move it to the other one. Can you?
I
Did you see
tried.
that?
There's some
Doesn't work.
setting that won't let me do it.
Ugh, okay. All right. Yeah. See, this is like dark, scary Halloween. My hearse is dead this year, so I got to get a whole new setup. So you see, this is the last year setup, but soon it'll be new. If you see down here all the way to the left, you can't. It's not the best picture, but you can see by the lion. That's Otto sitting there with a lion with his vampire. I don't know what the hell. The bat vampire mask is so scary. Yeah, that's it. And I don't know. It's just Adam and Evan in the Ghostbusters outfit, and Shushi, wearing her little dress thing there, the Renaissance scare outfit. And I think I'm taking the picture. So yeah.
Okay, and what is that in the forefront? Skulls on the ground.
Yes, yes, the skulls on our little fence. We have fence, and those are skulls garland along the fence. Yes. And then our little what you call it here, our cemetery here. And everything's not exactly the way we want it to be because we had a very windy year last year. So some of the things are over on the other side. It's like, see, you can see my coffin is over to the right next to the giant pumpkin, but it should actually be on the left. But windy. This year we have
Okay.
nothing.
That looked like it took a lot of work there.
Yep. It
I
was
hate to sound like Grandpa Monster, but did y'all have to dig some people up to help y'all out?
he. Yeah, okay. Great. Yeah. Great, Grandpa. Yeah, but it's a lot of fun. Every year we do it. Every year. For a year.
What's more fun, decorating for Halloween or decorating for Christmas?
Halloween. See the other, you couldn't see the dragons also that we have on the side where our dragons are.
The Halloween stuff is easier to take down than Christmas stuff.
Yeah, because Christmas stuff you be putting up lights and stuff, and I'm not all for that.
You gotta get professional people to do that.
Or you can be like our old housekeeper, Miss Dorothy. What she did was she had somebody come in and they put the lights up, and then there's like connected to a switch. And so when Christmas season comes, just turn on that switch, and then all the lights come on.
Never took them down.
Never took them down. There's a separate switch. It's flipped during the holiday season, and all the lights come on.
Yeah, that's like here where I live at. There's some people in some of these apartments. They just leave the lights up in the window,
Hmm.
and then when it's holiday season, they just turn it on. I
Yeah,
just I just stopped. I don't even decorate trees anymore. My tree
really.
anymore. No, because it's just me in the freaking house. What am I gonna
Yeah.
do? You
I have
know,
friends that just change out the ornaments and the light bulb covers. So for
Wow.
Halloween, they've got the pumpkins. For Christmas, they put up all the Christmas stuff. New Year, Valentine, New Year's is fireworks that they also use
Wow.
for 4th of July. So all
That's
you have to do
smart.
is change the covers according to whatever holiday.
Well, that's
I like
smart.
that. I like that.
Yeah,
That's,
that does make
so
sense.
take it down. Christmas decorations makes
It's
me.
the worst.
It's
Makes
also
me not want. It makes me not want to celebrate Christmas.
it's also depressing.
It's just so much
Why
work.
it is. I take down Halloween, whatever. It's not so depressing because at least there's Thanksgiving coming up. But
Yeah.
when you took Christmas decorations, it's like, oh boy, another year.
Yeah. Another year. Yeah.
well, you know what I can't stand about Christmas decorations is you have it'll be like March, April, and people will still
Mhm.
have Christmas decorations up.
Mhm.
I'm like, no.
Oh man, we were kids.
Wait, who's that?
Oh my lord, in our
I was
house.
about to say Penelope, that reminds you of.
Mhm. Yep. And
Oh,
so that person decided that he wanted to celebrate Christmas all year long and had that tree up. What month was it? Like April or something?
It was May.
Yeah, it's like, and my older sister had one of her male friends to come over. One of her boyfriends came over and was coming over. And she said, "Oh no, we will not have this up."
Mm-mm.
And she took it all. She had to take it all down. She said,
Yep.
"Not having her boyfriend come to the
making
house
sure
in
not
May with a Christmas tree up."
to make it. I want to make certain that everyone knows it's not talking about me, not me.
No, no, no. It's
Why
our
why
household.
you so defensive? Why you
Because
so defensive?
that's a maniac, and I'm only half crazy.
I, I
Uh-huh.
find it I find it kind of funny that you just jump up. No, it's not me. It's not me.
Yeah,
It's not
No,
me.
people may think of me. I'm not
yeah.
me.
The lady doth protest too much,
No,
methinks.
I just remember putting the Christmas tree that we had on
Mhm.
one of the natural Christmas trees we had on a curb
Mhm.
because ready for
Mhm.
pickup. And it was a windy day, and I looked out the window, and the damn tree is halfway down the block.
Then you gotta say, okay,
Like
do I go
no
get
more
this
Christmas
or
trees.
not? Or do I pretend that it's not mine?
Yeah, no more Christmas trees.
Yeah, well, there we go. All done.
Protecting the environment. No more.
All done. Yep, all done. And then, like, if you're driving to get stuck under somebody's cars. Oh my
Yeah,
God. Oh my God.
Hey, man, I don't know. Tree? What tree?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
The tree is nature.
yeah. The
All
middle of
right,
the
y'all.
causing car accidents. It's like, that's it.
All right. All right, well, y'all, here we are. We're coming down to the wire. And like you said, we should sit there and try to figure out our optimal Halloween playlist. We have one, but we can always add more to it because, of course, while we are doing tricks or treats, we are going to have our music playing out, which we always do. So, yeah, let's talk about what is the ultimate Halloween playlist for trick or treat. Right?
You can't be hating on Michael Jackson either.
I hate on Michael Jackson, but I know you can't do the thing without Thriller. So there, I know that. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much. It has been a lot of fun. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful remainder of your week. See you all at the Urbane Prospectors, where we'll be extending this conversation as we talk about Halloween in New York City. So thank you so much. Take care of yourselves and good day. Good day to you, sir. Good day to you.
Happy World Teachers Day.
Happy World Teachers Day.
Bye bye.